tell you is how to do time management, and you should start doing it. So what you do is, you every day morning at the beginning of the day try to list down what are all the urgent jobs, what are all the not urgent jobs. You write it down. And then what you do is you segment them again, once again saying that what are all the important jobs, what is all non-important jobs. So you will have now four segments, which is urgent, important, not urgent, important, urgent, not important, not urgent and not important. Not urgent and not important, completely throw all these activities out. You can either ask somebody else to do it or you can do it at your own pace. Urgent and important are something which is burning, which you have to immediately solve. Every day, start putting this table. And when you do this, you do clustering of your events, what you are supposed to do. Then moment you do that clustering, then you will know how much time you can allocate for each event. And from here, you will realize that time management is something very important. For doing this innovation, time management is important, and we are trying to we are trying to develop so many things. Okay, so here are two processes I would like to bring in front of you. So the first process is incremental forming. Incremental forming is a metal forming technique which is exhaustively used for sheet metal forming. Here we don't use die, we don't use punch, but we try to use a forming tool where the tool end will be circular and it is a point contact. So now you keep a die or something else and just allow to move the form tool on top of this die. So, or you try to create a shape using the die, just like you're machining, you try to create. So look at it. So without a die, without a punch, you are able to make profiles or you are able to make sheet metal parts. So this process is called as incremental forming, and this is one of the most flexible process which can, where the batch size can be thought of one. The next one is going to be rapid prototyping. Rapid prototyping, which was initially called about, will now the name has changed and people are started calling it uh, as rapid manufacturing. In rapid manufacturing, what happens is people are trying to produce whatever is the part, not a prototype, but they try to finally make the part itself. When they try to make the part, this makes it much more interesting, and this makes the batch size as one. It is not one technique, there are several techniques under it. They are classified as beamless metal additive manufacturing and beam based. When we talk about beam based, it is electron beam, laser beam, okay, ion beam. When we talk about beamless, it is basically an adhesive is dropped and the adhesive joins the powder, and then we take it for sintering process and we get the product done. So today, if you look at it, this is a conventional product, and what, after doing all this topology optimization and other things, we are trying to make products of this kind. The product shape completely changes. It is now able to work at a very high functionality, and we are trying to, the geometry is changed, and here we are trying to make lightweight, high strength, highly functional, multifunctional products to meet out to the requirements. So you look at it here, whatever was the core area which was filled by metal, now you have made a unit cell concept and you are trying to raster it and producing it inside. So this part will be light and it is multifunctional. So when we start, the conventionally, if you are using the 450-gram plastic part, now after doing this topology optimization in additive manufacturing, we have reduced the weight of the part to 180 grams. So the weight is reduced, the functionality is enhanced. So all these things are possible by metal printing. Okay, so this is what is the next important thing. So I'm just introducing two processes in front of you. One is incremental forming and rapid manufacturing. Here the batch size is one. Typically the batch size is one. Okay, so these are all more towards futuristic manufacturing. So when we talk about futuristic manufacturing, there is large scale machining and micro machining. There are two divisions there. When we talk about micro machining, again you have contact machining, non-contact machining, and you will have hybrid micro machinings. So why are these micro machinings very much used? Because we would like to have textures made on surface. The textures which are made on surface are going to give you a wettability property, enhancement, a thermodynamic property, an optical property, surface coloring, cell adhesion, and reducing of the tribology or enhancing tribological behavior. So for doing all these things, we are trying to do very small features. The feature size is less than 100 microns on a very large surface. So now large surface, what are we talking about? Are solar panels. So on a solar panel, if you make these textures, you are able to retain it for a longer, you are able to improve the efficiency. So where did we get this idea? We got this idea from Mother Nature. If you look at Mother Nature, if you see bitter gourd, they are made textures. Butterfly made textures. Organics made textures. So you can see tire, apple, all these things are concept and they are artificially made. They are all mimicked from this. Geometric this thing which you can see on the lift stands and other things or the frames. So everywhere we are trying to use this thing. So when we talk about machining of large area textures, we also copy the profile of a snake. So if you look at the snake, all the textures are oriented towards one direction. So now understanding this one direction and then trying to mimic the texture, we have made this laser texturing on top of polymer surface and metal surface. We are able to get the friction resistance as well as anti-friction resistance very fast. So these textures are copied from Mother Nature, and we started using this for several of these applications. So today you will get shirts which you don't have to wash, hydrophobic repellent, you will have mobile phones. These concepts are stolen from the lotus leaf. So these are some of the machines which are contact machines which are available today for your understanding. So in now earlier we were only looking and then machining. Now we are trying to integrate like what sir was saying about deep learning, machine learning, and then artificial intelligence. Machining process, we will try to have multi-sensor approach. We will try to acquire the data, extract data, then convert it into vector methods, select, and then from there we will try to figure out when did the tool break and what is the tool response, what is the tool wear. So multi-sensor fusions will be integrated in these machines to meet out for those requirements. So when we look at laser, so here we have developed a textured pattern on a transparent sheet. You can see the finger there, but on top of the finger we have made some textures. So this is used for strategic applications. This has been accepted by Indian Air Force. So when we talk about the other things, like these are the textures we made, and when we talk about this laser, they can be used for, laser is also again a batch production, where a batch production can be won. They can be used for laser writing, and they can also be used for projection technique, laser projection techniques. So when we talk about laser projection techniques, we will try to have a binary mask, we will try to have a grayscale mask, and we will try to have a phase shift mask. So you can see any kind of textures can be made, wonderful textures over a large area. We are talking about large areas, few millimeters, few centimeters. So, I think I have covered majority what I wanted. These are all more in-depth studies. So I would just like to close it up and then ask for questions if there are any.
Yes, let me see in the chat box first.
Yeah, so these are all textures. These are all textures which are made for hydrophobic, hydrophilic surface for surface area enhancement. This is now used in batteries. You can see these are all the cathodes which are used. Okay, so you have so many techniques I have put because since I'm running short of time, I thought I will just skip it. So I am open for questions if there are any. So such small features can be machined today. And you can see large area, surface area is enhanced. Okay, so two photon polymerization, this was a machine which we developed here for varying applications. So then the last one is hybrid machining processes. So here we are trying to integrate two different processes, laser and turning, laser and drilling. So all these things. So these are some of the examples which we have done, and then we can see. So laser for milling, laser for grinding, laser for inspection is also used, and laser is also used for electrochemical machining. So depending upon your requirement, the processes what I'm using here, laser, incremental forming, rapid prototyping, they all can be used for a batch size of 1. So this was what sir was trying to cover, IoT and other things. So I would like to cover here and then come for questions if there are any. I would like to take questions for the interaction
I
session.
would ask participants if they have questions, they can unmute themselves and can ask questions. In chat box, sir, appreciations are only there.
No.
No
See,
questions in
I want
chat
people to
box.
ask questions because I have introduced a concept
Yes, sir.
called as mass customization.
Yes,
See,
sir.
when and people should realize when you fall sick, maybe you guys are 18 years old. When you fall sick, you go to a shop, get a paracetamol, 650, 500 mg you take. When your sister she falls sick, 500 mg. When your mother falls sick, 500 mg. Father falls sick, 500 mg. Your brother falls sick, 500 mg. Now you see, immaterial of your body to mass index, immaterial of your sex, immaterial of your age. We all have the same tablet. So now it looks like there is something called as mass customization is not happening.
Yes.
Gone those days where a doctor used to first weigh you, measure your height, measure your weight, and then try to come out with the medication. Gone those days. So now we have to go back to the good old days where in which we talk about mass customization. Let it be medicine, let it be product, let it be even pen. The pen what you write, it is not customized for you. You might have a thick finger, you might have a thin finger, you might have sweating finger. So now the pen does not accept all these things. So that is what is mass customization, and you guys are going to enter into a era where it is all going to be mass customization. Yeah. So thank you very much. If there are questions, I'll be happy to take.
Yes, sir. Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, my question is, as you said, mass customization increase many things, but sir, there are lots of problems.